Alright. I think that's everything. Alright. Pull you over here. Alright. Sound levels are going through. Hope I am loud enough. Oh my goodness, how do I feel about this profile shot? That's the real question. Oh my, oh my. Hopefully I speak loud enough, not too loud. Oh my goodness. Alright. Alright, so everything's running. So right now, I'm not expecting things to be the most solid. So, just looking at levels and everything. Oh, I might get rid of that. That one's kind of old. This old, sub-goal diddly-do. Yeah, I'll just visually mute that for now. Let's talk about this. Despite having not said much of anything to anyone. There we go, that changed finally. So me, I was watching Mr. Sark for a while. He's one of my streamers that I come back to a lot. He's a great dude. Actually, we'll pull up Justine real quick. We'll see if we can just have her playing on screen real quick. There you go. We're gonna co-stream with Justine for a sec. So I'm not dropping any frames right now, so everything looks okay. Let's go full transparency mode. Welcome to the new locale. My wife and I have moved with our son. Obviously, he's here. We didn't leave him behind. I'll be fully transparent because I feel like this is something that I'd rather not say, and it's something that I feel like initially kind of filled me with shame. But at the same time, I feel like I'm not ashamed of it, and I feel like it's an opportunity, and it's actually something that a lot of people do anyway, and so I'm just gonna be real with y'all right now. So between losing my job, getting a new job, wanting to save up money, and just a whole different bunch of life changes, I've moved in with my parents. My wife and I and my son, we're now living with my parents, and we're saving money. The plan is basically we're going to save up enough until we've paid off some extra debt and we're able to buy a house. That is kind of the goal. I know it's a goal for a lot of people nowadays, and it's really hard to come by. And so this is the new digs, which is hilariously my childhood bedroom, which is what I've been using as an office for my new job. I work remotely, so thankfully I can be here, which is nice. Bro, that is a great way to save. It is, and I feel weird almost because I'm looking over here to look at chat, but my camera's over here, so we might have to think of something there. I mean, I could move the camera over here. It's just this angle over there is less photogenic. That is the problem there. I would 100% do that if I could. It is definitely nice for a lot of reasons, and me myself, I have childhood bedroom for the win. Oh, I thought you'd be asleep by now. My wife's still awake. I wasn't gonna stream, but I am. I decided I might as well, for at least just to talk and kind of see how things are looking. Yeah, so childhood bedroom streams, that's where we're at now. But oh gosh, I need to I need to update my Moobot. Oh boy. But yeah, no, since I have living parents and a good relationship with my parents, it's totally doable. My parents are great. They get to spend a lot of time with their new grandson, which they are appreciating already. And I'm trying to help out around the house here and there, and my wife and I are making food and stuff, and we're just doing a lot to save. And with the amount of money I will be making, it's going to be great. So we're going to be able to pay off any of the debts that we've incurred, primarily since becoming parents. Being a parent can be expensive. My childhood home right now, actually, I'm on vacay. Nice, Memory Prism. How have things been? How has your holiday been, Memory Prism? I haven't asked. How have you been in general? And Aries Revived, how have you been? It's been like an hour and a half. how's Percy doing? But yeah, so it's been a minute since I streamed, and I'm hoping I'm coming through okay. I gotta take my contacts out, which is why I'm still like, oh my goodness, I should bring you your contact case, huh? I can come do that right now if you so desire. I'm so sorry. I forgot about that. I've been great, TBH, just chilling. That is good to hear. Baby got me trapped. Yeah, babies do that. You're a good mom. Yeah, if you want me to come out there, I will literally jump out there right now. Nah, I'm good. Okay. Well, you can listen to me talk for a bit. Do I sound okay to everybody? Do I sound far away at all? I'm trying to get used to new acoustics. We have a giant bed in here to absorb a lot of sound, but also, wife, if you can hear me in stream, but can you hear me through the wall as well? That's a good thing to ask. I'm trying to talk at a pretty normal rate. You're good? Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, so the setup is interesting. I brought my 2K monitor with me, which doesn't really have a lot of bevel, and so the webcam that I normally use, I don't want to hang on to the front of it because it's gonna cover a chunk of the screen. It'll be literally like all the phones now that have like your divot. You know how phones have that is my wife. She's getting shown off now, but that divot with the camera and stuff. That's what I'm avoiding with this monitor. Nope, totally silent. Awesome. Yeah, so I can't have the camera directly in front. We could maybe do it over here, like I was saying, but again, you're going to be looking at a couple doors, and right now the Christmas tree in a window is good, as well as the old CRT. We have some old like VHS movies we could play on this, and I could have that in the background. That could be great. That could be wonderful for everybody. LeMayo the notch, yeah, I get you. Yeah, no, yeah, we don't want to do that. We do not. We want to avoid notches. For real. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. But yeah, anyway, so that thing's Cyberpunk. Yeah, no, I just need the what do they call it? The the landscape grid moving the whole time through this video. We'll get it on VHS. I was actually talking to my wife about that. I was a friend of mine made a graphic for me, and part of me was wondering, like, do you think I could loop it and then get someone to, or get something to record it onto a VHS, and then I just throw it in and we play it every time? It just cycles. That would be sick. I would really like that. But yeah, so being in my childhood home offers a lot of opportunities. This room is a bit of a mess, as you can tell. I still have a bunch of extra computer stuff down here from the move. There's a bunch of stuff that my parents have stored. This room kind of became a guest room / storage room. So it's got a lot of stuff in it. There's bookshelves over here with lots of books and other paraphernalia I need to work through, lots of things. And so I'm just looking to find what's the best way to keep streaming if I can, which I would like to, if at all possible. It would be good. Something I'm noticing right now is I didn't even run the Ethernet cable. I'm just doing this off of Wi-Fi, and it's running okay right now. For running a single-player game, maybe I could probably just do it off of Wi-Fi, but I think in general I'm normally going to run an Ethernet cable, which my parents said they're fine with, because we don't have a port in here, and the internet's the opposite end of the house. So they said I can run my like 30-foot Ethernet cable out there, so that's going to be fun. As far as I know, there's HDMI to component cables. That is a possibility. We could do that. I would have to buy some things, but that wouldn't be the end of the world. I hope Justine's. I'm just looking at this stream. I hope Justine's okay with me. Just watching her stream. She's playing some Sea of Thieves, and I really want to get into Sea of Thieves with some friends and stuff because the game looks like a lot of fun. I just never really got into it. At least not a lot, anyway. It's a lot of fun though. From what I played with Terry for a little bit. It's a good time. But yeah, so the lights more or less are pretty good. Like, I mean, I'm gonna pop down all this. Yeah, I mean, the lighting is okay. It's good. It does what it needs to do. We do have this one bright spot on the TV screen there. But that's not the end of the world. I mean, it's just the other light. I mean, microphones are an okay, like everything is in an okay spot. And it works well enough, I think. So I think we'll be okay. I don't think that's an issue. Yeah, same wall reminds me of almost Puzzle Pirates. Puzzle Pirates? What is Puzzle Pirates? I need to know what this is. Also, let's see. I might do a couple things, but we should definitely do this. So I should switch I should have my chat at least a little bit closer over here so I can see it out of the corner of my eye. It's an old MMORPG. I have not heard of this one. Now I need to look it up. I'm actually getting kind of curious. Is it Puzzle Pirates, you said? Puzzle Pirates. Puzzle Pirates. Oh gosh. Am I looking at the right thing? And should I be scared? Oh my goodness, this looks amazing. I need the single player puzzles, please. Are you gonna, does this take my money? Does this take my information? So where you're a pirate and you sort of do puzzles like to make ships and everything. Totally player-owned economy, LMAO. It's so cool. And this is it right here? It's still real? If I hit play now, does it download to your desktop? Oh, that doesn't sound sketchy. Can I read the about page? Can I contact you? Wikipedia? Yeah, that's it. I like Wikipedia. Oh, Pipe Dream. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Oh, that's beautiful. Fight ship to ship against other players. Sink treasure galleons laden with gold. Sail to Atlantis and face formidable foes. I already did that as Indiana Jones once. Race to the Cursed Isle, something. And play solitaire. Okay, well we'll have to dig into that later. Oh. Yeah, so as I mentioned on Twitter, and Nick joked about this, so I lost a couple videos, technically 3. One of them I think was just me either playing, was like Due Process or DRG, which isn't a big deal, but I did lose an episode of me playing Final Fantasy VII at kind of a pivotal point in the story, which is kind of too bad, and I also lost one of the parts of me and Nick playing Resident Evil 5, but as Nick greatly stated, and I've kind of thought about, technically I could redo those. If I really wanted to, I could just make a video, because I've saved all my other VODs out, and I left a space. It was going to be part 18 of my Final Fantasy VII playthrough, so I could go back and re-record something, so at least there's something there in the YouTube VODs. Oh my gosh, she just got knocked out of her boat by a freaking giant shark, man. Yeah, you gotta act like way surprised though. That's true. See, no, I gotta act surprised, but like because I had played the games like, a good like 15 years ago, right? So I have to be like, oh, I remember this, but oh, I forgot about that. Like, the idea wasn't to try and reenact it, but to I guess just so there's not as much of a hole there. I do like the idea of just being surprised by everything, and the new background won't tell anyone that something went wrong. Actually, the problem is or one of my favorite moments happened though in that episode. So spoiler alert for Final Fantasy VII. It's been 20 years. So in Final Fantasy VII, in Disc 2, you're chasing after Sephiroth. You finally meet up with Sephiroth, and he throws you into a memory the memory of your hometown, right? And he's trying to explain to you that Cloud has a fragmented memory, and he actually wasn't there. That's what he's trying to explain. Now, previously, you go through a flashback of what Cloud thinks happened, and you're able to make all these sorts of actions, and a couple of them are recorded, and they're optional. Primarily, going into Tifa's house, then going into Tifa's room, reading the letter on Tifa's desk, and or going through Tifa's drawers to look at her underwear. Now, that's badass, a memory prism, so to speak. Exactly, memory prism, exactly. It's a novel idea. You should use that as a username. And what happens is you're able to do those actions and then say, oh no, I actually didn't do that. So, like, I went up to her dresser just because I knew you could do it, but I said no because I was like, that's just a joke, like, I'm not gonna be that guy in this playthrough, right? But the thing is that when we are in that vision, face to face with Sephiroth, we've made it to this goal of trying to, get to the guy who killed our family and our entire village. Just this evil person who's been killing people, plans to destroy the planet so that he can become a god. We recount everything that we did in that flashback, and he's like, yeah, no, I saw my mother, I stayed at the inn, I went to Tifa's house, I rifled through her underwear, and I'm like, wait a minute. We are in, like, the most pivotal moment of the entire, like, we could be saving the world right now, and you're like, yeah, no, I rifled through her drawers. Like, dude. It's like... It's like, just, can you, like, read the magically recreated vision of your hometown instead of the room and just, like, not do that? Can you just not say that? Anyway, and I'd do it again. Yeah, and I'd do it again, too. If it weren't for you meddling Genova clones. Yeah, that's my story. But I guess Wi-Fi works okay, but we'll definitely wire up. I have a small monitor here. The setup's functional for sure. Definitely some things we could do. I kind of like the Christmas tree. I think I might just keep that in the background. I might move it a little bit better. What do people think? Because you're gonna get I'll play like this, right? And I can see most of my face here. You're gonna get a lot of profile though. I guess if we switch over, or my hotkey's busted. Oh no, wait, that was the wrong key. Because I'll be looking. That's something that's interesting, because if people have their gameplay over that way, and they're, like, facing... Well, not, like, facing away. How would I do this? Would I have to do it by looking that way? Yeah, if you're looking away, it looks weird. But, like, my face is pointed towards the middle of your screen now, and so it looks natural, right? Even though it is a lot of profile on my face, and I'll have to look up if I'm gonna talk to y'all normally. But then to read, I have to look back over here. Profile looks good. Thank you. I have a very powerful nose, I hear. You should immediately make sure you're looking towards the game. It looks very natural. That's good. That's good. I appreciate that. See, that's the problem, is like I look over here to read and then look over here to look at the camera and talk. So, yeah, obviously games here. I guess what I could do is I could technically move that over here. There's a lot of things I could do, but I don't know if I want to mess with it for now, if this works enough. This is functional. I guess I could get chat on my phone or something and, like, lean it down here. But that sounds lame. If I could get a monitor, like, either hooked up on the wall or at least get a stand that hangs onto the desk, maybe that'd be better, but I think this is doable, and I shouldn't quejar too much. Quejar is complain in Spanish. You learned something today. Thank you for coming to my stream. That's been my TED Talk. Quejar. Me gusta quejarme. I like to complain. I need to play Cyberpunk, but Cyberpunk is going to be an off-stream game. Lolworth, exactly. You came here to learn one Spanish word and to laugh about Tifa's panties. You take that one to the bank. I'm gonna play Cyberpunk, but I'm gonna play it off stream. I realize more and more that I need a game that's not asking anything of me, because like I play a lot of when I play a game off stream, it's often Deep Rock Galactic, but I feel like I need to complete assignments in that game. If I'm gonna play a video game for fun, it needs to actually be fun. And I know some people hated Cyberpunk, but I like just general RPG stuff, and it's the closest thing I'm gonna get to a new are you just starting Cyberpunk? I started it on stream forever ago, but I was having some computer issues with it, and then like a lot of people did, but then I just didn't go back to it because it was very buggy, and I was like, you know what, I will just wait for a patch. My wife gave it to me as a gift, of which I'm very appreciative for, but I was like, I'm gonna wait for a few patches, and since they're releasing DLC soon, I figure it's a good time to get into Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is like a 10 out of 10 story, no joke. I have heard a lot of good things about it, and some people who just dropped it because they couldn't deal with glitches, and I feel bad for the devs, honestly. Yeah, I don't. The situation is too far in the past now for me to remember everything, but like, I do remember there being a handful of glitches even when I played like just the first like intro stuff to it. Um, but it still looks good, and I know it's not a perfect game, but I think it looks like they put in a lot of work. So it's got to be one of my favorite stories in a game of all time. That's high praise. And I know you've played at least let's see. I know you play Due Process, you play Jackbox Games, you play No Man's Sky, and then Puzzle Pirates. So that's the only things I know that you've played. So you at least at least know that out of all those stories, Cyberpunk is in the top. The glitches almost add to the experience. It's like the game doesn't take itself too seriously at all. I mean, that's something that's fun though. Is like as long as you aren't trying to be super duper immersed and you can accept the occasional, character walking through doors, like just going straight through, or things disappearing, or bodies kind of flailing a little extra. Yeah, I mean, honestly, anyone who plays Bethesda games, you know what you're getting into, right? Yeah, no, I can settle with that, but I think it's definitely a game I want to play off stream. That game's gonna be for me, and I'm just gonna enjoy that one. But yeah, we do need to get back to, we need to finish up Silent Hill 2. We need to finish up Final Fantasy 7. Mr. Nick and Rack would probably like me to play Final Fantasy 9 before either of us die. And yeah, it can be very goofy. It's a bunch of people. Wait, it's like a bunch of people are expecting a very serious story presented in a super serious way. It's not really like that. I mean, that's kind of fine. I mean, it all kind of looks over the top anyway, so I don't think I'm super bent out of the shape. Bent out of shape with it being a little, kind of goofy. Because, I mean, cyberpunk topics are usually kind of goofy anyway. I mean, just look at what Back to the Future thought 2015 would be like. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, have you seen the anime? I have not. That's actually one of the reasons I want to play the game. But I imagine, you can watch one or the other and it doesn't really matter. Or play one or watch the other. It doesn't matter what you do first, correct? I imagine they're just kind of interchangeable. That's what I imagine anyway. Also, holy crow, it's late. I got a jet too. Yeah, no, I should probably get going to bed. Yeah, basically. Okay, good to go. Good to know. Yeah, no, it is midnight 15. I'm back on the East Coast, so it's East Coast time for me, which sucks because a lot of people I raid are either in, well, it's better for the people in Europe. It's better for Sensei probably, but no, a lot of the people that I talk to in raid, like other Twitch friends, are like all on the West Coast. This is funny. So I'm EST for the time being too. Nice. That's actually, I think that's good. Yeah, I need to make sure that I need people I know in all time zones who stream, just so I can raid people whenever I stream and stop streaming. Oh goodness. Well, I'm glad that this works. I don't have my phone out, or my second phone to control the stream, but that there's no reason that wouldn't work. So everything is running. So I thank you all for being a part of this test stream. You can go back to your regular programming of hopefully going to bed. I need to get my wife her contact case because our baby cannot sleep without the physical human touch, which is adorable. Oh my goodness. All right, well, thank you all. I appreciate you, and hopefully I will stream again next year. I doubt I will stream tomorrow or today. Maybe I could, but it depends on, I guess, what tomorrow brings. And I think I'm going to be, I don't know if we're going to be old people. My wife and I were old people last year. I can't really remember, but I think we fell asleep. We didn't stay up all night. I think we had things to do. Anyway, love y'all. Have a fantastic new year if I don't see you until the new year. Enjoy your long weekends, which I hope y'all have. And we'll be seeing y'all in the future. I appreciate everyone who has supported me throughout the last couple of years. My streams come a long way, and I'm really appreciative of the fact that I've gotten to 231 followers. Peace, Mr. Memory Prism. I'm just appreciative that I have had the success that I've had, even though, like, some people might say it's not a lot. Some people might say it's, like, a ton, but, like, it's meant the world to me, everything that I've achieved, even though it's been, like, a few affiliate deals and some followers and some subscriptions here and there, but, like, I've made a lot of friends, and I really appreciate that. So hope everyone had a good Christmas. Have a good New Year, And yeah, we'll see you Starside. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Yeah!